Yellow one for the die for the dough. Die for the dough. Yellow one make you wine for the dough. Yellow die for the love. So the die for the die for the love. Ghana girl say she want marry me. I hope so she sabi kukuwache. Hope your love will sweet past she talk. Baby girl I say your body na killer oh. I get tired of your body oh. Only on your body.
Welcome on board if you're just joining us. Welcome to Creativity Platform. Good evening, guys. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're not going to waste much time. We're going to go strictly to business now. So today's topic is actually creativity in sex. So if you are just joining us for the first time, you're welcome to Creativity Forum, where we discuss a lot of things that has to do with creativity. In our past edition, we've actually discussed about creativity in businesses, how we can make money from our local vendors, how we can make money in our environment. We've actually discussed about our friends, families who live abroad that actually complain about how to make money because they don't have papers. So we've discussed a lot of opportunities on things you can do to make money. And last week's edition was actually about creativity in relationship. Last time on Friday I spoke about creativity in relationship, whereby how you have to be creative with your spouse, with your kids, with your immediate family, with your friends, how you have to be creative in your offices and so on. But today we're actually discussing the main point, which is creativity in sex. So if you are joining us for the first time, welcome on board. Welcome Vision Fagbemi, welcome on board. Samuel, welcome Otumba Olayinka Babatunde, welcome on board. Emmanuel Femi, welcome on board. Victor Fagbemi Samuel, welcome on board. Emmanuel Adeoye, welcome on board. Thank you for joining me on Creativity Platform. Today we are strictly talking about creativity in sex. You know, there are a lot of couples out there. You know, we've got different attributes. We've got the way we actually deal with our spouse. You know, this is simply for the married ones and also for the single, and also meant for the ladies and both the married and the single ladies. So if you have to be creative, not just being creative in your businesses, creative in your relationship, making things nice, without being creative in sex, you know, it's absolutely wrong. So creativity has a very wild, syllabus. There are a lot of things that we can actually discuss about creativity. So if you are joining us for the first time, I really appreciate you. Welcome on board. I still remain the regular host on this program. They call me Tokstroya. Some people call me Tokumbo. Some call me Toksb. So I'm a very loyal person. I'm a very frank person. On this platform, it's not a platform whereby we've actually come to be speaking some vocabulary grammars in English. If you have to type in messages, you can type in Yoruba, you can type in Igbo, you can actually type in Hausas. If I can't speak all languages, I've got a lot of friends here. I've got Igbos, I've got Hausas, I've got Yorubas here. So if you want to type anything, you can type it in Hausa, you can type it in English, you can type in Yoruba. We'll be happy to translate it to you, where we discuss about what we are supposed to know, what we are supposed to do, what we are not supposed to do in creativity. But today's topic is actually creativity in sex. So if I may ask you, or probably you want to ask me, that what do I mean by creativity in sex? Creativity in sex has a wide range as well. You can be creative in other things. Some people are not creative in sex. So if you are a type of a man or a woman that you are creative in making money, You are creative in being, so nice to your family. You are creative in providing shelter for your family. You are creative in providing money, anything that has to do with monetary for your family. But if you are not creative in sex, my brother, my sister, you are actually mixing it. You are missing it big time. And for you not to miss it, you have to be creative. I've seen a situation whereby you will see couples, they'll be complaining about their spouse, sleeping around. They'll be saying, my husband used to sleep around. My husband used to, follow young girls around. Or probably my wife is not the contented type. She's the type that like to sleep around with, young guys, or sleep around with men within the territory. You are complaining your wife is sleeping around, but you are not satisfying your wife sexually. So why won't your wife sleep around? On this platform, we strictly talk, we talk senses into each other. We don't deceive each other. We come out straight to tell ourselves what we are supposed to know. We don't deceive each other. We are always frank. This is not a religious platform. This is not a platform whereby we have to be preaching and all that. Let me tell you, even though if you're a pastor, if you're watching me live and you're a pastor, if you're not creative in sex with your partner, my brother, you're going to miss it. Because our women out there, they need to be satisfied. Not just giving them money. Not just putting an exotic shelter on their roof, on their head. Not just giving them shelter, not just giving them money. There are a lot of things that is actually more than all this money, all these material things. There are some men, they believe if I should get married to a woman, as far as I'm giving her money, I'm giving her material things. I got her an exotic car. What else is she looking for? There are more things that women are looking for. Or if you are the type of woman that you believe, maybe I can cook, maybe I can do anything, I can keep my house clean, I can give my husband whatever he actually wants, But there are more to all those material things that you think you can give your husband. There's more to all this food that you think you can give your husband. So you need to satisfy your husband on bed. And what do I mean by you satisfying your husband on bed? Or a man satisfying the wife on bed? Some men, maybe after some couple of drinks and all that, maybe just go home because he thinks he needs to satisfy the woman. The next thing, he just jump on the bed and call the woman, please come, madam, come here. And you just open his trouser, bang, 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 bang. Next thing that I want to do, just want to have sex. I wonder why some couples will say we've been married for years. Though you might be married for years, but your husband might not even know the definition of sex. Your husband might not even know how to satisfy you on bed. So what's the point of you getting married to somebody? Probably before you even get married, you've actually caught, for a while, you've had a relationship, you've had courtship. And during that courtship, there are some certain things that you do. There are some romantic things that you actually do. Maybe then as a man, you used to dress very nice. You used to take your girlfriends out. Maybe you take her to the club, Maybe you take her to a bar that you actually have drinks and all that. Then whenever you take her home, that probably you want to have a sexual relationship with her. You do things very nice and very lovely. You understand what I'm saying? So there's a way you do things very nice and lovely. So you need to be creative in anything you are doing in life. If you're not creative, automatically you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. So you need to be creative with whosoever you are dealing with. So if you are the type that you're married and you're not satisfying your spouse, it's the right time that you need to satisfy your spouse. You need to do some certain things to please them. A lady that you've actually refused to please will definitely go out to do what you don't even expect her to do. Or a wife that you've refused to please sexually, definitely she's going to seek sexual satisfaction elsewhere. Most ladies or most women, they always complain. My husband is the type that sleeps around. Why won't your husband sleep around when you are not giving him what you are meant to give him? You believe all what you can give your husband is food, material things, keep your house clean. Fine, this is part of creativity as well. But you need to be creative. You need to be very, very creative in bed. If you're not creative in bed, you're going to miss it, my sister. Then you now be complaining, oh, my husband, he sleeps around. I've actually caught him several times with different hotel receipts in his, suit. Why wouldn't you actually see the hotel receipt in his suit? When you are not supposed, when you are supposed to satisfy him and you are not satisfying him. So what do you expect? You are meant to satisfy your spouse. You are meant to satisfy your spouse. If you can't satisfy your spouse, can't satisfy your spouse, you are not getting it wrong. So you are meant to satisfy your spouse. So as I'm talking to you right now, some people are actually missing a lot of things that they are meant to know, which they don't know. So if you are married and you believe your wife is for decoration, or you are married as a wife, you believe your husband is just there to just give you money and all that, you're going to lose your husband someday. Because there are more to relationship that most people don't know. They think if I'm creative in making money, that's all. Most men, they believe if I can throw money around. If you throw millions of naira around and you are not throwing that real sex, don't be surprised. Your wife or your girlfriend or your spouse will actually use your own money to get a satisfaction from a guy who can actually, give her what she actually wanted. So this is more reason I always say it, that in every relationship you need to keep up in your sexual life, in your sexual activities. Because if you're not keeping up, you're going to be missing it. You're going to be losing out. So if you are watching me for the first time, you can share among your friends, invite them on this platform whereby we talk anything that has to do with creativity. We talk about creativity in business. We talk about creativity in our environment. We talk about creativity in our relationship. We actually talk about creativity in sex. And that is what we are actually discussing tonight. That's our topic. Before I move on more on creativity on sex, we're actually going to discuss a lot tonight. So I think we should just keep up with some music right now before I move on. We're quickly on a music break. We'll still continue our discussion tonight, which is creativity in sex. Baby, I will love you non-stop. Always this you want top. Baby, oh, all about you, want me, oh. Play the music non-stop. Tell them dance to my song. Tell them. Yeah, thank you for the short musical break. We are going straight to the main business tonight, where we are actually talking about creativity in sex. If you ask me, or probably if I'm going to ask you a question by how can you be creative in sex? It's a very funny question anyways, but it's a question that is very, very sensitive about how can one be creative in sex. There is more to sex than you just jumping on the bed, pulling off your trouser as a man and just tell your woman, give me your hands, I just want to have sex. No, sex is actually more than that. There are a lot of things that you need to do when it comes to sex. When it comes to sex, you need to be very, very creative. Like, you should know the starting point, how to get how to set a ladies on, and if you're the lady, you should know how to set your man's on. Because if you don't have sex and you don't get to that stage, you're going to be missing a lot. I've seen a situation where a woman will complain about the husband. I've seen some ladies discussing. They don't know. I've actually overheard. I overheard them. They were saying, "See, my husband, he's the type that if you actually want to have sex with me, you just tell me, baby, I want you." That the husband is actually an Igbo man. Baby, I want you. And what do you expect? We just, baby, pull off. And his eye just want to pull off and get into the lady and have sex. As a man, do you think the lady is going to enjoy such sex, whereby you just tell your woman, "Oh, baby, I'm on. Baby, I want to have sex," and you just jump on bed and make love to her when she's not even wet? There are some men, they don't even know what they call romance. What they are just after is, I just want to make money. Then after making their money, they believe they've given the woman whatever they want. So if they want to have sex, just believe, baby, I want you. And they are on the woman. They don't even care how the woman actually feel. They don't even know how to even romance a lady. As a man, you should learn how to romance your woman, your lady, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. If you are the type that you're not married as a man, that you've got a girlfriend, you should know how to keep up with romance. You don't just jump into sex. There's more to sex than you just jumping into sex. You need to make a woman very happy. You need to set her in the mood. And there are a lot of ways that you can actually set a lady in the mood. There are different ladies with their weakening points, and there are different type of man with their weakening points as well. So if you are dating a woman, or you are dating a man, and both of you don't know the weakening point of each other, how would you satisfy each other sexually? It's absolutely impossible. You understand? If you are watching us for the first time, you welcome on board. Thanks for joining us. You can share, you can give us likes, to invite your friends. Let them watch us live while we educate ourselves on sexual education, on creativity in sex, how you can actually satisfy your man, you can satisfy your woman, in sex. Sex is more than you just jumping on bed, all in the name of you want to have sex. Some people, they just jump on bed all in the name of they want to have sex. Sex is absolutely more than that. Welcome on board, Adekunle. Welcome on board. If you are just joining us for the first time, welcome to Creativity Forum, where we discuss about how to be creative in sex. That is what we are actually discussing tonight. We've actually spoken about a lot of things that has to do with creativity in the past. We've spoken about creativity in our relationship. We've spoken in the past about creativity in our businesses, creativities in our environments, creativity in our offices. So creativity has a lot of things that has to do with our lives. If you are the type that you are into a relationship and you're not creative with your relationship is not going to last longer. If you are the type that you're married as a woman or you're married as a man, you're not creative with your marriage, you're going to lose your marriage as a matter of time. So you need to be creative in anything you are doing. And if you think you have anything that you want us to talk about on this forum, we'll be willing to discuss about it. If you have any question, you can ask us. Victor actually said, "Wetin do you do for eyes? Wetin do you for eyes again?" There's nothing wrong with me, actually. It's just my sight. So I'm trying to read some messages out that we are discussing about. So if I'm not close to what you actually wrote to me now, like "Wetin do you for eyes again?" Without being close, I cannot see, the message I just typed in. So I need to be close because I'm using a phone, not a normal camera whereby you can actually zoom things, and the words are quite tiny. So there's nothing that is actually wrong with me on the eyes. I'm fine. I'm doing good. So what we're actually discussing is about creativity in sex. So as a man, you need to be creative in sex. If you're not creative in sex, there's no how your woman can enjoy you. And as a woman or a lady, you need to be very, very creative in sex with your man too. So if you're not creative in sex with your man, my sister, there's no how this man can enjoy you. And if this man should get a satisfaction from another woman out there, just have it in your mind that you brings about that. When you have a man, you can't actually give him what he wanted, as a man. You're going to be losing it out, and if another person should give such things to him, so what do you expect? If you are the woman that your spouse, your husband, or your boyfriend is a crazy type, you're going to make love to him, drive him so crazy. I'm so surprised nowadays that when you're having a courtship with a lady, they'll be so nice. Romantically they'll be nice. Sexually they will give it to you, like a boom. So when eventually you are now married to such lady, that because she has actually given birth to one baby or two babies, her sexual life will now become so useless. A lady previously during the courtship before she started having birth, who has been giving you from the back, giving you from behind, giving you 69, doing a lot of crazy things sexually, because she's now married. She now believe I've had kids. All those things that I used to do when I was still having courtship with you, I'm not supposed to do it when I'm married. If you're a lady, you are missing it. You are not getting it right. It is when you are even married that you need to give this man, from the back, do a lot of 69, do a lot of erotic things with this man, so that you won't send him out there. I will tell you the truth. If your husband is a millionaire or a billionaire, probably he's got like 500 million in his account or 1 billion naira in his account. If the man is spending the money with you alone, you are going to enjoy yourself, because you can satisfy him. You can satisfy him materially. You can satisfy him through keeping up with the home. You can satisfy him taking care of the kids. But if you're not satisfying him sexually, you're going to miss it, my sister, because most men are so crazy about sex. When you want to get married to a man, you love sex, because you now say you are married, that you have kids and you can't satisfy your man again. You're going to be missing out. You're going to be missing out. So there are a lot of things that you don't even have to start, keeping it off from your man. If you keep it off from him, another woman will be willing to give it to him. And we men, what we really enjoy is our satisfaction. Don't believe because I can take care of the kids, or because I can take care of the home, or before I can provide food on his table, I can cook ukwobi, I can make asun. There are some women, they believe as far as they can cook, they can make ukwobi, they can make assorted, they can make goat meat, they can make isiewu for the man. That's all. That is what actually make a man happy. There are some men, they don't even care about your food. Whatever you have, give them. If it is gari, they will drink. But as far as on bed, you can make them happy. You can turn it to a planet for them. You can make it to be another world to them. They are satisfied with you. So we ladies, we don't have to lose it. And if we have to talk about men as well, men, we don't have to lose it as well. Don't say because I'm a man, I've got money in my bank account, I've got millions, I've got billions, I believe I can always give my wife whatever she actually wants. I've seen a lot of married women that they go out there to seek sexual satisfaction from younger guys or from active men around them. As a man, you need to be active. Don't believe on your money. Your money cannot buy you sex. If at the time that you've got all the whole money in the world and you can't satisfy a woman sexually, that woman will use your own money to go and buy sex out there. I've seen it. It's things that actually happen on a daily basis in life. So we need to keep up. A woman have to keep up with her relationship, then a man have to keep up with his relationship too. It's vice versa. A man should learn how to satisfy a woman sexually, and a woman should learn how to satisfy the man sexually. And more things I think some men should learn about creativity in sex. You need to be creative. You need to be very, very creative in your sexual life. If you are the type of man that probably you like your woman to always give you heads, you should learn how to give your woman heads as well. Don't make a woman a fool. You understand what I mean? It should be 69. It can't be just 6. If it is 6, you are missing it out. You know, we men, we like love erotic things. Some men are like, my baby, come and give me heads. The lady can actually be giving you heads, but you need to give such lady heads too. You know, there are a lot of things that we really need to learn about our sexual life. We need to be very, very creative about it. Don't be surprised that I don't like pretense when it comes to relationship. You know, some couples, they like to pretend, especially some ladies or some men that probably they've actually looked for relationship out there for spouse or in the environment. They can't get it anywhere. They believe where they can actually get a relationship is in the church. If you are the type that you have it in your mind that where you can get a good relationship is by going to the church, fine, you will get a relationship in the church. But I will tell you one thing, and it's the basic fact of everything that I need to tell you tonight. You know, if you are the type that you go to church to look for a relationship, everybody that comes to the church, they all pretend. You understand? They all do holy. If you want to have anybody, you want to meet your spouse in the church, or a man, you want to meet your lady in the church, a lady, you want to meet your man in the church. Everybody, they'll be doing holy. They'll be pretending. Nobody will come out straight to tell you what they actually wanted. You understand? You know, you can't be creative in your relationship without satisfying your couples. You know, as a couple, without satisfying each other sexually. It is paramountly significant. It's the right time that we all have to start working on it. If you are watching me for the first time, welcome on board. Thanks for joining us. Our topic tonight is creativity in sex. You know, we are discussing about a lot of things that we need to know sexually as couples, things that we need to know sexually, you know, as we that probably we're not married yet, that we're still having a courtship. Don't say because during courtship you can do a lot of things sexually, you can do a lot of things, you know, in erotic way to satisfy your woman or for the woman to satisfy the man. That when you now get married, you now believe all those things that you used to do during courtship, that you can't do it in marriage. No, that is even the right time. You need to, you know, keep up with it. You know, when you keep up with such things, you know, your couples won't, your husband or your wife won't have any excuse to go out there to be humanizing or sleeping around. No matter how you can be so rich on earth, if you can't satisfy your woman will surely get satisfaction from another man with your own money. And if you are the woman that you believe you can only put food on your husband's table, that with the food everything is sorted, you are missing it. You can only give him food, but if you can't give him sex, he will get that sexual satisfaction elsewhere. And you know, women, we can be easily carried away. So if a man should go out there to have a sexual relationship and is enjoying it, I will tell you, he's not going to come back to you and ask for it again. You know, being with your husband, you can just make moves and he just tell you, baby, I'm tired. Not as if he's tired, but you are missing it because you are not doing it in a proper way. You know, you can't say because you're in courtship, you used to give him a blow job. You know, you need to give him styles. You need to give him scissors kick. You know, you used to give him doggy style. Now say you are married, you don't want to do all those things again because you don't have the time. Another young girl, we have the time out there, and they will give it to this man real good. And if he's supposed to be spending 50% or 60% of his income on you, he will divide it and be spending 30% on you and 30% on such ladies. Don't be surprised. You see a lot of young girls out there, most especially in Africa. You see them using exotic cars, and they are not even working. Where do you think they get all this money from? They definitely get it from those men that they are not getting the actual satisfaction from their spouse, from their wife, you know, and they are getting it from these young girls. You know, if they are supposed to buy their wife probably a 2017 Range Rover, they will cut it down and look for a cheaper car and get the girlfriend another car as well. So who are you to blame? Are you not to blame yourself? Are you to blame your husband? Or let's face reality here. there are some women that they love crazy sex, and there are some men that they love crazy sex too, especially if you get married to a man that is very, very romantic, that love ladies to be romantic. And on the initial stage of your relationship, you were so romantic that this man was so convinced that he now married you. When you now get married, as some Yorubas used to say, àti tòjọ́ olóṣà lọ́wọ́ kò sẹ́ni tó lè yọ. Like, let me translate that to people that don't really understand Yoruba. It simply means, when you've actually engaged with a man, probably with a ring or whatever you have been engaged with, that you believe is not going anywhere, nothing is going to happen. My brother, a lot can happen. I've seen situations whereby couples have been married for years, and at the end of the day, the lady will end up to be a baby mama. Ask me what brings about this word baby mama. It's because a man can't get satisfaction from a woman, and he want to have a taste from another woman. So automatically, anybody who has given birth for such a man, he will tag such woman as a baby mama, and then he want to move on with another sexy lady. You understand what I mean? So it's the right time we should reason with each other. We should discuss positively. We should enlighten ourselves on things we need to know. We don't have to start pretending as a man or as a woman. So if you are watching me for the first time, you can share, you can give us likes. This is a creativity platform whereby we discuss about creativity in our business. We can discuss, in the past we've discussed about creativity in business, we've discussed creativity in relationship, we've discussed creativity in our environment, we've discussed creativity among our kids. If you are the married type, you're not creative in your marriage life. In your marriage life, your marriage is not going to last longer. So anything you do, you need to be creative. Even with the kids, you need to be creative. Like women, we all know we've got parents before we get married. And when you now get married, you now have your new family. You start, having kids and all that. So you need to be creative with your own family and with the new family you're having. You understand? If you're not creative with your mom, with your dad, you can't be creative with your wife and kids as well. You need to keep up the balance. So what we're actually discussing tonight is creativity in sex. You ask me, how can you be creative in sex? There are a lot of things you can do to be very, very creative in sex. I don't have to tell you. But if you want me to tell you, you can ask me questions. We are learning from each other. We can share it with each other that, okay, how can you be creative in sex? Sex is not just about you going to your room, then open up your trousers and tell your wife, baby, I want sex. No, there's more to sex. You need to be romantic. You need to make a woman lively during sexual intercourse. And you don't have to jump on a woman, bam, 1 minute, you are done. And you said you used to satisfy her sexually. No, you are not satisfying her. Sex has to do with psychologies. It's a psychological thing. Sex is a psychological thing. Some men will say, if I want to have sex, I don't last longer in bed. How would you last longer in bed when you are not even, your mind is not even in where you are, what you are doing? You just want to have sex with a woman just to satisfy her. Sex is more than you jumping on a woman and within 1 minute you've done and you are done. No. If you are the type of man that you do such things, you are missing it. It's the right time. You need to keep up. You need to let your woman understand you. You need to let your woman enjoy you. And if you are the woman that you believe, maybe my husband wants to have sex, let me just open. You just open wide your punano. Let me put it that way. Wide your pussy for him and ask him to just come in. And you ask him, are you done? Bye bye. And then the woman, all these young girls, there are some ladies out there that they want to make love to a man. They start off from the forehead. They give him this erotic kiss. They move down. Slowly. They give the man heads. They make the sex so erotic, so lovely. So you now tell me, who the man is going to choose between the wife and such ladies out there that actually keep up with him. He will prefer spending more time with those ladies. So stop complaining my husband used to sleep around when you are not satisfying him. If you can't satisfy him, another lady will be willing to satisfy him. And if care is not taken, such lady will if you want to satisfy your woman on bed, that what you can actually do, is for you to just jump